Morning tiptoed into Bright Hollow Village. Dew made the stones shine, and the air smelled like mint and warm bread. Luna stepped outside with her lantern. A tiny sparkle floated by, like a drop of dew that forgot to fall. Kai hurried out to see it too, and his little fox padded close. The sparkle made a soft ringing sound, like a very small bell. The fox sniffed the shining drop and sneezed. The dewdrop bell chimed once, bright and clear, then drifted toward the hills. Luna and Kai met by the old well. A dotted trail of sparkle bells led away, as if inviting them to follow. Luna lifted her lantern carefully. It caught the sparkles and made them look like little stars trapped in glass. Kai tied his boots, and the fox bounced with excitement. The chime sound drifted down the road, gentle but sure. Together they left the village gate. The sparkle bells floated ahead like a friendly trail leading them onward. The path outside the village was damp and cool. The sparkles skipped from stone to stone, ringing softly in the fresh air. Soon the pine forest opened around them. Sunbeams slid between the branches, and resin drops glittered like tiny jewels. Luna and Kai walked under the pines. The forest smelled like clean wood and sunshine. Luna found a dewdrop bell resting on a needle. It trembled as if it wanted to sing, but the sound was small and shy. Kai and the fox followed another sparkle deeper in. It hopped away like a game of tag, and their steps made needles crunch softly. A little bridge crossed a bright, singing stream. The sparkle bells gathered there, chiming as the water chuckled below. They crossed the bridge side by side. The bells seemed to lead them toward a softer, mistier place ahead. The trees thinned, and the path turned into wooden planks. A cool mist waited beyond, like a quiet blanket. The boardwalk stretched across wet, shining pools. The air hummed with tiny wings and the softest ringing. Bluewisp Marsh was calm and silver-green. Little blue lights floated above the water, blinking like sleepy stars. Luna and Kai moved gently so the planks would not creak too loudly. The sparkle bells gathered ahead, as if worried. Luna saw a bell slipping into the water. Its shine was fading, and the ring sounded weak, like a whisper. Kai found a long reed and held it out slowly. The fox watched, very still, as if it could help by being quiet. The trail stopped at a muddy dip. Bubbles rose and popped, and the sparkle bells circled the puddle like lost fireflies. Luna tilted her lantern, and the puddle showed a faint shining path. Kai noticed a dark tunnel opening beyond the reeds. They stepped off the marsh planks onto dry earth. The mist fell behind them, and the bells pulled them toward the hill. The trail narrowed and grew quiet. Even the birds sounded far away as the tunnel's cool shadow reached out. Hollowstone Tunnel waited under the hill like a sleepy cave. Cold air drifted out, smelling of clean stone and water. Inside, Luna's lantern became the brightest thing. Their steps made gentle echoes, and the bells flickered nervously. In the middle of the tunnel sat a stone basin. The water inside looked cloudy, and the sparkle bells could not rise above it. Luna leaned in and listened with her eyes and hands. The bells were stuck, and their ringing sounded muffled, like a song under a blanket. Kai noticed pebbles blocking a thin crack where fresh air should slip through. The fox sniffed the stones, and dust tickled their noses. Luna lit the crack with her lantern, and Kai saw clear water trying to peek through. They knew the bells needed that clean flow to sparkle again. Slowly they moved the pebbles aside. A thin ribbon of clear water slipped out, and the bells began to brighten. The basin swirled like a little whirlpool. Cloudiness washed away, and the sparkle bells floated up, ringing clean and happy. The bells lined up again, making a clear path. Luna and Kai followed the shining dots toward the light at the far end. They stepped out of the tunnel into warm air. Afternoon light wrapped them like a soft scarf, and the bells hurried ahead. The path climbed gently up the hill. The wind brushed the grass, and the valley below began to glow. Sunpetal Terrace opened wide and bright. Yellow flowers swayed, and the whole world looked dipped in warm honey. They walked between the flowers without bending them too much. The bells skimmed the petals, ringing like a gentle lullaby. Luna held her lantern close, and one bell hovered near her palm. It felt cool and light, like a fresh drop of water in the sun. Kai and the fox ran a little, then slowed so they would not scare the butterflies. The trail pointed to a darker green grove ahead. At the meadow's edge, the bells spun in a slow circle. Their ringing sounded like they were saying, "This way, this way." Luna and Kai stepped closer to the trees. They could see seed pods hanging like tiny bells, waiting for the sparkles to wake them. They left the bright meadow behind. Under the trees, the air cooled, and the bells glimmered like little lights in green shade. The path became softer with fallen leaves. A tiny spring burbled nearby, and the seed pods chimed when the breeze touched them. Chimeleaf Grove glowed in late-day colors. The leaves tinkled softly, and the spring pool mirrored the sky like a calm eye. The bells floated to the spring and waited. Luna and Kai stood very quietly so they could hear the grove's gentle music. Luna touched the water, making small ripples. The sparkle bells sat on the ripples and rang in a bright, happy pattern. Kai lifted one seed pod very gently, and the fox sat like a tiny guard. The pod chimed once, answering the dewdrop bells. The bells floated up into the branches. One by one, the seed pods began to sing, and the whole grove shimmered with sound. Luna and Kai smiled as the grove woke up. The music was soft and kind, like the forest was saying thank you. As the sun sank lower, the bells rested. The pool grew still again, holding a quiet sparkle like a secret. They started back while the sky was still warm with sunset. The grove chimed a gentle goodbye behind them. Twilight came softly, and the air turned cool. Far away, tiny village lights blinked on like friendly eyes. Night arrived, calm and blue. A cozy cottage glowed warmly, ready to welcome tired feet and sleepy smiles. Luna and Kai came inside where it was warm. The smell of tea and bread wrapped around them like a blanket. Luna placed her lantern on the table. One last little glimmer twinkled inside it, safe and quiet. Kai sat on the rug, and the fox curled into a warm orange cama. The room was so quiet that even their breaths sounded soft. They ate a little snack and listened to the night. Outside, the stars blinked slowly, as if they were proud of the day. Moonlight painted a pale stripe on the floor. Somewhere far away, a tiny chime echoed, gentle and safe. They padded to the bed nook with slow, sleepy steps. The quilt felt thick and cozy, and the room sighed with comfort. Luna set the lantern beside the bed and turned it low. They snuggled under the quilt, warm and safe after their long walk. The lantern glowed like a tiny moon in the room. With the grove's music remembered in their hearts, their eyes closed, and they drifted into quiet, happy sleep.